If you look, I believe the economy is changed by policies. If you cannot make policies to improve the economy, then every other person in the government is doing nothing. Who are the policymakers in this country? The president does not have to be a good policymaker, by the way. Yes. He just needs to be a good politician who can be elected to power and elect and appoint good policymakers. We have the cabinet secretaries. These are policymakers, 100%. Come to the members of parliament. They are policymakers. What are they doing? PSs, these are policymakers. What are they doing? As much as we want to put a blame on the president, we can only blame him for appointing lazy people who do not want to burn the midnight oil, thinking about this country. If you think about employment, no any other president has created a conducive environment to create jobs for this country than Kibaki. Yes. Because the policies, that guy has spoken about loans. If you look at what Kibaki did with loans, if you look at how much he borrowed Simba, that money when it came into circulation, it was so much with the people down there, such that every other bank in this country was pitching tent at the street to have a share of this money, because there was so much money in circulation. Come to Uhuru. Uhuru had a different approach with the taxes, story for another day. But if you look at Uhuru's last 2 years, when he was faced by the biggest pandemic the world has known in the recent history, which we call Corona. In the last 2 years of his presidency, that is when he collected the highest revenue, miraculously, when he was faced by COVID. Look at what he did. He cut down on taxes. He encouraged consumption. You know, money ups, the levies went down. He actually gave tax cuts on fuel, on everything. And then he collected the highest revenue. Guys were making money. Guys were doing jobs during that time of COVID. Yes. Come to William Ruto's government. What is the one policy that his government has done? This is a government I support. If you look at the finance bill, which is now the Finance Act, it is an extraction bill. It is just taking and taking and taking away from Kenyans. If we analyze what is he giving to Kenyans, what is he doing to encourage production, what are these policymakers doing? Allow me to say this as I conclude. We need to strike the balance as the people down there. We need to know when to celebrate, when these guys are fueling their guzzlers and coming to build churches with these harambes, when we clap for them and then leaving the church and complaining about lifestyle. We need to strike that balance, because these are the same guys we are saying you're doing nothing, but we celebrate them when they come to church to give us these handouts for building churches. The church need to take the first and bold step and tell guys, hey, as much as you want to build the church, these are the people who are complaining about Beyaunga. These are the people complaining. Do something about it. You can build the church and you can also take care of these guys.
Here's the thing. Your punishment is that you have to do a complete introduction of yourself. Make sure you wake a title up on Dani when you mwenyeji, but